अवतार मेहर
मेहर
बाबा
बाबा
की
की जय।
जय। अवतार मेहर
अवतार
बाबा
मेहर
की
बाबा
जय।
की जय।
अवतार मेहर
अवतार
बाबा
मेहर
की
बाबा
जय।
की जय।
जय बाबा।
Jai Baba to all of you. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can.
Now we are all in the mood of Amar Tithi. After 2 weeks, we will be there in Mehrabad. And as it is the last day, last session, that is Friday, is none of us going to take, because that is the fifth Friday. Anyway, I do not know whether any of you are coming for attending the Amar Tithi program. If so, I would like to say just hello to you whenever you come. I'll be there sitting along with the organizers, stage organizers around that place. Now, recently we have received a circular that there have been plenty of requests for stage programs, and it is going to be more in the coming years. They are hard pressed with the adjustment which is required to be made. Many people just desire that they can offer their services, maybe 5 minutes, but they can offer their services at that place, and everybody is in that mood. Now, when I was preparing for today's meeting, what I suggest from the next time, for a long time, I have one ghazal in my mind. It is a very famous ghazal, very heart-touching ghazal, and sung by a very renowned singer, ghazal singer. And the words of the ghazal is Ranjishi Sahi, Dili Jalane, Dili Dukhane Ke Liya. That is sung by Mehndi Hassan from Pakistan. It's a very famous ghazal and very beautiful ghazal, very heart-touching ghazal. I'm not going to take it this time because it's a long ghazal, about 6-7 stanzas, and every stanza is excellent. In fact, many people must have heard it. Many people must have heard from Mehndi Hassan himself. But then it is my desire that we should have that ghazal sometime. So after in the next month when we have our sessions, I may take that full session of that ghazal along with some comments and some explanations and some memories. So that is in my mind. Today, I was telling you that told you about this one-on-one meeting with Meher Baba and what has happened there, and then what program we had before Baba. All that thing we have discussed last time, the last meeting. Now, just before that, before this main program, a group of about 7 people had met Baba on the roadside. That I'm not going to take it that today. But then, in the month of July 1949, Baba was preparing for his new life. He was very seriously preparing the conditions and then proposing for the dates of the meeting, and all that was going on there. Before that, Baba had taken a Baba was in seclusion in the blue bus. That must have been seclusion for 40 days. And in the beginning, there have been a very strange experiences for those who were. There were very few people in Berazad itself. There were very few people, and Baba was meeting nobody. Baba was meeting, and the seclusion was for 40 days. I'm not going to discuss the whole details about the seclusion, but then after about on the 16th of July, Baba decided to go to Pune. And it was for about 9 days. Baba's proposed stay was for about 9 days. And it was said to be a period of relaxation for Baba. Because in the early days, when Baba started the seclusion, there have been very strange happenings around Baba, very strange happenings. As it is, there were only 3 people looking after the, moving up around that place. And nobody was allowed to see Baba. And after that, from 16th, Baba came to Pune. Now, Baba travel was so very secret in the sense that the car which was driven by Adi, it was taken close to the door of that blue bus. And Adi was not supposed to look back. And Baba entered the car, and took his seat at the back seat. And perhaps Gustaji, this Gustaji and Kakabari was there with Baba. And this whole Mandali came to Pune. There was bungalow reserved for Baba. The name of the bungalow was Thube Park. Thube Park, it was on the hillock. It was surrounded by all hilly area. And this bungalow was also on the hillock. When Baba had called Dr. Gani for that program, for that stay, just to entertain Baba. Dr. Gani and Jal both are full of amusing stories and all that. And then Baba especially, and Baba used to like their company of these people, and Baba especially called both of them to stay with him. And Erez was in Pune, Erez joined there. We heard about this meeting from Dr. Gani. Dr. Gani had very, very faint idea he had given about this meeting. But thereafter, when we started our visits to Urtara, Baba's accident site, from 2006 onwards, when we started our visits to Urtara, from 2007 onwards, every time we used to visit this Thube Park. I was very keen to visit it because I had read about this Thube Park. Baba had stayed there, and I was curious to know where is that particular bungalow called Thube Park. And I was inquiring with several people, but nobody knew about it. Even I had contacted one of the Babalas for Pune by name Purohit. He was helping me because he knew the whole area. He was very conversant with it because he's staying in that area. Down below, but in that area, close to that area. So I took him along with me, and I made several inquiries as to where this two bungalow is. Now, I had also contacted some of the relations of that owners of that two-way bungalow. The bungalow was, the vacant bungalow. It was dilapidated condition. Baba had left it long back in the year 1949, and this we are talking about 2007 or so. So that was in a very bad condition. It was dilapidated condition, and but I was very keen that we should see this bungalow. Where was that bungalow? I didn't know the story of the whole bungalow. I didn't know, but I was curious to visit where is this bungalow to find out, and somehow we located a bungalow in a dilapidated condition through inquiries around that hill. And people said that there is some bungalow in a very bad condition. And now it was doubt in my mind whether these are the same bungalow. Because nobody knew that the name is Thobe Bungalow. Even the local people did not know. Because nobody was going there. It was up the hill. There was small temples and some people walking, taking walk in the morning. Very rarely they used to climb up and take a walk. There was some locality also close by. It was a very isolated place, and Baba, I think, Erj's brother Mervan Sawala, he had helped Erj to find out the bungalow, and he reserved that bungalow for Baba's stay. Baba was to stay there for 9 days. The very first day when Baba came and settled there, all these people joined there. Dr. Gun joined there, Joel joined there, Eres joined there. And the very next day, on 17th of October, Eres and Joel, sorry, it was July. Eres and Joel brought one must there. The name of the must was Kesho. And this must was living in the area of Pune railway station. Not exactly, but with a roundabout area of railway station in a small lane-like road approaching the inside of some. There were buildings all around, and there was a public urinal. And this man used to stay there. This Keshav used to stay there. People used to recommend, because but we know that in spite of their filthy atmosphere and all that, some people respect them very much. And that Keshav was from northern India, Bhaiya. They are called Bhaiya. And he was living there. He was quite many years he was there. And Baba and Eraj and Jal, on the next day Baba's day, they brought this must to that place, for Baba's meeting. And when Baba wanted to wash the feet of that must, or giving him bath, the must flatly refused to get down from the jeep. He flatly refused from get down from the jeep, and not allow Baba to wash his feet. The plea that he put before Baba is that I am like your son. How can I allow you to touch my feet? How can I bear that? you're touching my feet. I am like your son. That was his argument, and he was not allowing Baba to touch his feet. Baba wanted to give him a bath, and very patiently Baba was waiting at the bathroom. The must is not going to get down from the jeep. The Mandalis try to make him agree to come down and allow Baba to whatever Baba wants to do. But no, he was very adamant. He not allowing, not getting down from the jeep. And believe me, Baba was waiting for about 1 hour. All these things were going on. Ultimately, he agreed that Baba could pour water from a distance from up on his feet. Just drop that water on his feet. That much he allowed. And once that water fell on his feet, there was a radical in his attitude, and he completely surrendered to whatever Baba wants to do. But Baba didn't give him bath. Baba fed him. And then Baba was very happy with that contact. Very happy with that contact, and thereafter the must requested Baba to give him 1 rupee. And very happily Baba gave him 1 rupee. And he also wanted some warm coat or coat, and that also Baba gave. And then he requested that I should be left to my original place there. And Baba also allowed. Thereafter he was brought to his that place of residence, usual residence, that by the side of the public urinal. And Baba asked Ramju's sons to take a picture of this mast. That Mr. Thade, our superintendent of the hostel where I was living then, and he was the leader of our Baba programs, that hostel quarter of Mr. Thade was the central place where Baba activities were being initiated from there. And we had regular meetings. Dr. Gari used to come, and for long hours he used to sit with them. So that is the place. And when he was left there, Dr. Gani and this Ramju, they were very close. In fact, they were relations. And Dr. Baba had asked Ramju's son to take the picture. And which Mr. Thade requested Dr. Gani that can we be present there when the pictures are being taken by Ramju's son. And Dr. Gani said, yes, you can see this, you can go and see this. And then myself and Mr. Thade and one more by Narayan, he went there. The pictures were taken by Ramju's son, and then everybody departed from there. Now, after just 1 day after, Thade again thought that we should go and talk with that must. And again he took us. We too went there and To our surprise, it was told to us by the local people, yesterday the must died. And his body was taken for disposal by the municipal corporation, because nobody knew his whereabouts, nobody knew about his origin from where he had come, nobody knew. And then that body, without anybody taking in charge of that body, the corporation took the body and they disposed it of. And this we went just to this one day after that. Then this we came to know. Now there is a beautiful story about this must. As I told you that when he was brought to Baba, he refused to uh, do as Baba wanted. But then Baba made a very profound remarks about his status. That is original in the original words. It will be matter of interest for all of us to read. Baba has told this to Dr. Gani. Keshav did not allow Baba to touch his feet or to bathe him. He murmured, I am like your son. How can I bear you touch my feet? He wanted to take him back to his seat in the jeep. On persuasion by the Mandali for about 1 hour, he allowed Baba to pour water on his feet. Until then, Baba was patiently waiting near the bathroom. As soon as Baba poured water on his feet, he submitted to Baba's wishes. Baba fed him with bread and tea. He asked Baba for 1 rupee and a coat, which Baba lovingly gave him. This is the already I have told you about this thing. Now, later, Baba explained to Dr. Gani. This is a beautiful piece of Baba's explanation. Total resignation to God's will. It is not given to everybody to be a lover of God. I repeat it, total resignation to God's will. It is not given to everybody to be a lover of God. Such lovers are so consumed in the fire of love that they are not conscious of their stage of spiritual progress, and they do not have any thought of union with God. It's a very strange thing for us to understand. Imagine the state of the person. They are so consumed in the fire of love that they are not conscious of their stage of spiritual progress, and they do not have any thought of union with God. They simply enjoy the torture of love and long for more and more for it. They enjoy the torture of love and long for more and more of it. These lovers do not have the thoughts about their separation from their beloved. This thought is also not there in their mind. They don't feel that they are separate from their beloved. Perhaps they may not be even conscious, but that their beloved is close to them. They are not conscious, maybe not be conscious about it. Baba said that these lovers do not have the thought about their separation from the beloved. They are resigned to the state in which they find themselves. They are resigned to their state in which they are find themselves. They are not bothered about their progress. They are not bothered about their union with God. They are happy with the torches of love. And they're happy with their state in which they are placed. And the last instance is very, very important. And when the resignation reaches its climax, and it is when the resignation reaches its climax, it is the beloved who seeks union with them. A wonderful expression Baba has given. It is the beloved who seeks union with these such lovers. What a state it must be. Such a person, he just passed away. And now, this was in the month of July. And Baba, immediately following this 40 days seclusion, Baba declared about his new life. And few of our people, about 7 people, had met Baba during that time, in spite of the fact that Baba was very busy, not meeting anybody. But somehow they got a chance standing by the side of a road, and Madhusudan was one of them. Now, after the first meeting with Baba, Baba had the other aspects of his life, the 3 important aspects, that is the complicated free life, fiery free life, and complicated freedom, and full free life. The three were the aspects Baba had to live. And Baba had described the status also in this particular period. And during fiery free life, Baba visited so many places. Baba visited first time the Hamirpur district and also Adara. Baba's visit had thousands of people met Baba. That was the fiery free life, during fiery free life. What we were doing was what I was doing. As we know that in 1952, Baba went to US, and in the month of May, on 24th of May, Baba met with an accident, and his left hand side got damaged. His bridge of the nose was broken, and we find that the shape of the nose had changed a lot. And Baba's left leg was put in a cast plaster. In that said, I had a chance to meet Baba. As I remember, might have been in Erich's house, Bindra house. And then Baba asks me whether whatever he has said during our meeting, one-on-one meeting, whatever he has told me to follow, whether I follow his instructions. And I said, yes, Baba. And then he says that increase your love more and more. This was his gesture. You should increase your love. I was wondering why. When I heard about Mir Baba, I accepted as God man, whatever he says about himself. I have no doubt about any of his status. And what more Baba wants me from me? He says, love me more and more. I have accepted him fully in my life. And what more he wants from me? And in the year 1954, when there was a sahavas final declaration, there was sahavas in 2 days sahavas in Mehrabad. It was followed by, it was preceded by darshan program, public darshan program, Wadia Park darshan program, and this final declaration sahavas was perhaps in the month of September. And there, when Baba declared that he is about the 3/4 of world to be destroyed and he will meet with a violent death. And when Baba declared that, many people started weeping. Many people started weeping so much. And we smart people of Pune Center, we thought this, why these people are weeping? The exposing their love for Baba by weeping is just simply a weakness. It is weakness in love, weakness of love. Yeah. It's not true love. It is weakness. That is the philosophy we are carrying in our heads. And we are making fun of these people who were weeping very profusely. But then that was over. Now, after quite few months, Baba came to Pune, and perhaps it must have been in botanical garden, or must have been in Guruprasad sometime, somewhere. Baba was sitting in a open, like a garden-like place, and people were allowed to take Baba's darshan. And there I was also standing for Baba's darshan. When my turn came, and when I looked at Baba, I started weeping. I started weeping uncontrollably. And Baba is asking, why you are weeping? And I said to Baba, your health is so very bad. You look so very pale, so very weak. I could not bear the sight looking at you. And that is why I cannot just control myself. And then Baba calls me close and they said, the burden of the entire universe is falling upon me. This is the reason. And then I could understand why the people weep. Thereafter, there are many occasions I have seen people when they were meeting Baba, they will in tears. In one of my songs, I have written there, when I heard the footsteps just of your coming, and you meet me in such a way that I could not control my tears. I wept. Ultimately, that state has come to me also. And perhaps this was told by Baba to Mahatma Gandhi. When Mahatma Gandhi said that why people weep when they meet with you. And then Baba said that from the top to toe, I am love. This is what Baba is. So during that in between time, after After Baba went to new life, our activities in Pune were as they were. We were attending the Dr. Gena had gone along with Baba. So I was attending all the Baba programs in Pune, in spite of the fact that I was schooling that I was in high school. But I was managing my days in such a way that I could cope up with the Baba programs, attend most of the programs, many of the programs. There used to be program on different days, and as a Bhajan Mandali member, I used to attend those programs. That time, there were three, I would say three main singers. One was the original two were Subhadra. Subhadra Mandali, afterwards she became a wife of Madhusudan. So she was a very good singer, very having good voice, very sweet voice, and had lot of beautiful compositions with her stock. And she used to sing in a very melodious voice. And another was Ramchandra Gaikwad, who had come from Hyderabad. And he had taken up the job in military dairy farm as a clerical job. And he came and stayed along with his family, he came and stayed in Pune. So these were main singers during that time. Madhusudan he had a singing talent. But after meeting Baba on the roadside, he started composing songs. And that speed of composing was so very fast that every day, practically every day, some new song will come. At times, 2 to 3 songs in a day. And during that time, when Dr. Gari used to give lectures, that used to match the subject matter of his song used to match with the Dr. Gani's lectures. It was to that extent. So in that, these three persons, including Madhusudan, they were the main singers. There was Dholak Ram, who used to play Dholak during our program in Mahabaleshwar. Baba had asked for that Dholak. He took that Dholak on his lap and then he played for little time. A very expert Dholak player Baba was. And that Dholak still I have in my possession at my house. It was belonging to that Dholak Ram, who was in relation to Ramchandra Gaikwad. They were in relation to each other. Madhusudan was not comfortable with that Dholak. So Madhusudan's brother, elder brother, used to play tabla with him. But Madhusudan was also not comfortable with his brother also. But then he used to manage. So these three were main singers during that time. Now, in between time, Ramchandra Gaikwad, who was working in military dairy farm, he was transferred to Bareilly. And during his stay in Pune, he used to play harmonium with Madhusudan. Now, when he left on his transfer, there was nobody to play harmonium with Madhusudan. I had a liking for cinema songs during that time. I was very young then, and I sing. My voice was very thin, like a lady, like a girl. And when I was there in the hostel, I was bathroom singer. Bathroom singers are very great singers. I was a bathroom singer. And once it so happened that Madhusudan, he was just very adjacent to our hostel compound. His working place was there. It was medical college. He was working in the laboratory. And many times in the afternoon, he will jump over the wall and enter into our compound and sit there with in that hostel Baba third is quarters to and setting some tunes and all that, and discuss with third. This was usual practice these people had. And once he used to cross close by our bathroom. When he was crossing one day, he heard some lady's voice in that taking bath, and he stopped there for a while and wondering, there are no girls in that hostel. It's only meant for boys. And who is that girl who is singing there inside the bathroom? And he waited there, and, and the singer came out. It was myself, singing in a very thin lady voice. And he asked Thade, who is this boy who sings? He has very good voice. And Thade said that he's innovator of a hostel, a very good boy, and he comes for Baba program. And then when Ramchandra I used to go to Ramchandra. He was my relation. So I used to go there. He has a small harmonium. I used to practice on that harmonium only out of interest. I had never learned harmonium. I had never learned any classical singing. But I had an ear for singing. And then I used to play harmonium. And Madhusudan, when Ramchandra was transferred, Madhusudan was searching for somebody to play harmonium with him. And automatically that responsibility came on my head. And surprisingly, Madhusudan found my playing with him very comfortable. He was very comfortable with my playing harmonium with him. And that is how we came to be two singers and one playing harmonium. We were very close up to our last days even. Baba had recognized our jodi, this pair, Madhusudan and Pratap. And that is how Baba used to say, whenever Pratap goes without Madhusudan, Baba would say, half Madhusudan has come. And when Madhusudan goes alone, he will say, half Madhusudan has come. So that was the period when I had been involved in so much of Baba work. And thereafter, what follows is Dr. Gani coming back from Dr. Gani going for new life. Our programs were going on as they are. And it went on till Dr. Gani returned back from new life. So this is the story stories which I wanted to share with you today. I will sing one small song, a ghazal. I do not know who has, where from I have got these, but early people used to like these ghazals very much. A very small 2-3 stanzas ghazal, very beautiful ghazal. And as I said earlier, when I was going through my notebook, there are beautiful ghazals. Now, I do not know what the listeners in this friend circle of friends, what they expect me to do. If I should keep on telling with them stories, and whether I should sing also. And if a song is too long, then I may not be able to talk much. And if the talk is much more, then I may not be able to sing song.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think, Pratapji, a combination is good. A mix of
Combination.
both, yeah.
You like the combination.
Yes.
But
Small.
even I
Yeah.
tell you, even when supposing if I take up some ghazal, as I said that the ghazal Ranjishi Sahi, if I take that ghazal and the meaning, if we discuss the meaning, I am not an expert in Urdu, just to, and not to that extent that I should explain you the meaning, inner meaning of that ghazal. But then, whatever I understand, and along with that, some of the memories about Meher Baba,
Oh, beautiful.
I am just thinking about that.
Beautiful.
To take
Yeah.
up a ghazal and then some stories connected to that thoughts
Yeah.
which are explained, which are taken up in that ghazal. That method will be adopted by me in the future.
Great idea.
Anyway,
Great idea. Yeah.
yes, please. But this topic of Meher Baba, which I have much more to talk about, because thereafter Ramakrishna came into picture, then how the center came into existence, and how the how Baba has visited these centers. Where was the center in private house? Thereafter it was shifted to our building, and up to actually all all during that time, our meetings with our sahavas programs with Baba, and then Baba came to Guruprasad, and many stories about Guruprasad, and then my visits to uh, the Andhra and also the northern India, Hamirpur. There are so many things, as and when they come to my mind, I will just keeping on telling you something about that. Anyway, I will sing a very small, very meaningful ghazal. In the early days, this was many times we used to sing this ghazal. बुते बेवफा से क्या मिलूं. I will just first read the ghazal and then tell you the meaning of it. The ghazal is only 2-3 stanzas, there is a small one. बुते बेवफा से क्या मिलूं, मेरा दूर ही से सलाम है. कई साल महा गुजर चुके, ना सलाम है ना पयाम है. He is so very desperately, the lover is so very desperately saying that my beloved has become a statue-like person. He has become so very unfaithful towards me. Not even caring for my feelings. He has become like a statue of unfaithfulness. Why I should go and meet him? I just salute him from distance. There is no use my going to him. I will just say Jai Baba from a long distance. Because his behavior has been so very rude and so very careless. कई साल महा गुजर चुके, ना सलाम है ना पयाम है. Many years, months and years have passed. He has not cared to give me any message. Salam and payam message. I have been deprived of any communication from him. And what is the use of seeing such a person who has become like a statue? So cruel, so blunt, not not with a hard heart. He's sitting there. That out of desperation, that's it. बोलते बेवफा से क्या मिलूं, मेरा दूर ही से सलाम है. कई साल महा गुजर चुके, many years have passed, months have passed. ना सलाम है ना पयाम है, no message, no salutation. अजब अपनी कल्ब का हाल है, ना सुबह चैन है ना शाम है. किसी मस्त नाज की याद में हमें शब को नींदे हराम है. See the thoughts which they are so very touching, heart touching talk. What he says is, the state of my heart has become so very miserable that I am passing restless nights and days. All the time, the thought of my beloved is there in my hand, in my head, in my heart. And the whole nights I am not able to sleep with the thought of that one who has become so very careless towards me. The next stanza is Teri justaju mein firu kidhar. Now, here he described the real personality of that beloved. Who is that beloved? In the first stanza, he says he is treating that beloved as a very ordinary person, a cruel person, a very hard person, not caring for my feelings. But then next stanza he says, Teri justaju mein firu kidhar. Where should I roam about in search of you? Where should I wander in search of you? तेरी जुस्तजू में फिर किधर, तू हर एक शय में है जलवागर. You are there in every item of this creation. Where should I search you? Where should I meet you? You are pervading through every item of this creation. तेरा आशिकों के है दिल में घर. The resident of your, the abode of your, the heart of your lovers. यही खास तेरा मकान है. That is the real abode of yours. That is where you stay. You stay in the hearts of your lovers. This he correct. He what should I say? His desperation is reduced little bit, and he described the correct status of his lover, of his beloved. तेरी जुस्तजू में फिरू किधर, तू हर एक शय में है जलवागर. तेरा आशिकों के है दिल में घर, यही खास तेरा मकान. The hearts of lover is the real abode of you. And the last stanza, तेरी याद करते हैं वो सनम, तेरा नाम लेते हैं हर दम बदम. Those lovers who remember you, and every breath he take your name. This is the worship of your lovers, to take your name at every breath. तेरी याद करते वो सनम, तेरा नाम लेते हैं दम बदम. यही आशिकों की नमाज है. This is the namaz of the lovers, your lovers. ना सुजूद है ना सलाम है. No bowing down, no putting your head. A continuous remembrance of your name at every breath. That is the real worship they are following. They are not making any worship. They are not taking Mirgal reading and this and that. Also, this is a real worship. That is the whole beautiful ghazal which I will sing now. फांसी में क्या मिलूं मेरा दूर ही से सलाम है बुते बेवफा से मैं क्या मिलूं मेरा दूर ही से सलाम है बुते बेवफा से मैं क्या मिलूं मेरा दूर ही से सलाम है कई साल माह गुजर चुके कहीं साल माह गुजर चुके ना सलाम है ना पयाम है कई साल माह गुजर चुके ना सलाम है ना पयाम है अजब अपनी कल्ब का हाल है न सुबह चैन ना शाम है अजब अपनी कल्ब का हाल है न सुबह चैन ना शाम है किसी मस्तनाज की याद में किसी मस्तनाज की याद में हमें शब को नींदे हराम है किसी मस्तनाज की याद में हमें शब को नींदे हराम तेरे जुस्तजू में फिरूं किधर तो हर एक शय में है ये जलवागर तेरी जुस्तजू में फिरूं किधर तो हर एक शय में ए जलवागर यही आशिकों की तेरा आशिकों के दिल में घर तेरा आशिकों के दिल में घर यही खास तेरा मकाम है तेरा आशिकों के दिल में घर यही खास तेरा मुकाम है तेरी याद करते वो सनम तेरी याद करते वो सनम तेरा नाम लेते हैं दम बदम तेरी याद करते वो सनम तेरी याद करते वो सनम तेरा नाम लेते हैं दम बदम यही आशिकों की नमाज है, यही आशिकों की नमाज है, ना सुजूद है ना सलाम है, यही आशिकों की नमाज है, ना सुजूद है ना सलाम है, किसी मुझे बुते बेवफा से मैं क्या मिलूं, मेरा दूर ही से सलाम है, कई साल वहाँ गुजर चुके, ना पयाम है ना सलाम है। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
That's a beautiful song, Pratap ji. Beautiful song.
Hi.
Oh God.
It's the short but very sweet song, very beautiful. The meaning is wonderful. Anyone?
I have one question.
Yes,
Uh,
please.
did Baba tell you which plane must he was? I mean, third plane, fourth plane, or something like that. That the Keshav must.
Which name?
The must you met, remember, near Tube Park, Tube Park. Uh, which plane he was on? Did Baba indicate that? Remember the must he worked with? He gave him a bath and all that happened. You know, you mentioned about Keshav must.
Yes.
Keshav must.
Yes.
Which
Okay.
plane was he on? Just curious. I wanted. Did Baba tell you that?
No.
Hmm.
He was known as a Keshav from that place.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, his name was Keshav only.
Hmm.
It's not Baba who was given that name.
Okay.
His name was originally for Keshav. He was from northern India.
Right.
You guys, Bhaiya.
Was he in third plane, fourth plane, fifth plane, sixth
No,
plane?
nobody knows about.
Nobody
Nobody
knows.
knows that. Yes, the very little information is about that person. We don't know only because of his. Moving around that area, some people knew that he is from somewhere from the northern India. That is the only thing, and nobody has much knowledge about that.
Yeah.
I remember in our early days when I was in school, some of my relations were staying very close to this area, and I used to go there. I used to play with the boys, and many times I have seen earlier to this Baba, this whole story. We simply will used to see that person sitting there, sometimes going here and there. People give him tea and all the things. And that time I was not in Baba's contact. So for a long time he was there.
So
Yes, for years and years he was there.
yeah.
And very thick, very, area which he was occupied. Lot of things around him, all dirty.
Some past connection, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
but the Baba description which Baba has done about him, what a
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is a God who is keen to become one with him.
Yeah. Beautiful.
A God who seeks union with him.
Yeah.
Whatever, and it's only Baba can give this sort of explanation. Nobody has an idea. A person of that status living in a very filthy area, it's only Baba could know.
Yeah.
And believing this thing, this is also another thing that Baba asked Ramju's son to take pictures of that person, and then in the very in a next 2 days he passed away.
Yeah. Yeah.
All,
Wow.
all these happenings are so very. Just
Yeah. It's so coincident. I mean,
we have photos that some in some of the books that picture is there.
right.
Kesho, by name Kesho, that picture is there.
Was he old or not very old?
Not very old, not very old, not very old.
Mm-hmm.
He was middle age.
Yeah. Okay.
He was middle age.
So, thank you, sir. Any questions, anybody? Otherwise, we'll let Pratapji take some rest and be ready for the next talk. But that song you sang was so beautiful, I tell you. The words are just flowing. The words
Yes,
are just
very,
flowing.
very, very, very wonderful. And
And
it was very familiar in the early days.
yeah,
Early days, very early days.
yeah.
I do not know where from that song has come, but you see, I had noted down there.
Great song. Great song. Thank you, sir. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Thank you.
So
Thank you
let's
so
all
much.
say Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai 3 times, and
Yes, please.
we'll take
Yes,
leave.
please.
Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba
ki
ki
Jai.
Jai.
Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba ki Jai.
Avatar Meher
Avatar
ki
Meher
Jai.
Baba ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you.
Before we depart,
Yeah.
Prakashji, before we depart, in the month of February will be the first session. I will be taking and I will describe the last days of Meher Baba along with that song.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Abhivadanalo Hridayani.
Oh, that brings tears. That's a beautiful song. Yeah.
So that we'll take next time because Baba's Amar Tithi is there.
Very touching. Yeah.
Sometimes, somehow, I feel very emotional about this Amar Tithi.
Yeah.
It's a very, even then after so many years, this state of my mind is such, I become very emotional about that Amar Tithi.
That's very true. With so many gathered, Baba has to be very strongly, obviously, present there. So
yes.
He's always there, but then with so many trying to, seek him, so he should be very strongly present.
Yes.
Yeah.
So next time we'll be taking that portion.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba, all of you. Jai Baba. Thank you for.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Thank you.